So this here is a garage door, and I think it'd be cool if I put a bunch of windows in it. I want to see if I could make it cheaper than if I had to buy one. It's going to be super DIY with like made from like picture frame glass, me just cutting things out, and yeah, hopefully this doesn't mess up, huh? Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Alright, so my garage is an absolute mess. It's been this way for a while because I just took all my storage from my apartment and moved it into my garage. So I had my sweetheart sister come by and help kind of sort it and organize it so that I can take some to the studio and hopefully get this garage cleaned out enough so that I can start working on the garage door. So cool. Alright, so we made like 3 piles basically. So those were donating. This hunk of pile here is all needs to go to the studio, and then the pile back here is what needs to go to the house. But for now, I'm going to try to start working on this garage and see if I can't make some windows in there. So the first thing I actually did was I went to a glass store to see how much I could get these little panels for, and they were like 33 bucks a piece. And so I'm like, I'll just use picture frames from a thrift store at $3 a piece. That is going to save me a bunch of monies, and hopefully it'll work. And then I got this grinder from Harbor Freight. Good, not great. It's Harbor Freight. So it's going to do the job. I think that was like 30 bucks. And I just cut out a little sample piece because I want to figure out kind of what color or how to spray paint. I'm just gonna do a rattle can to paint the garage, and so I have a bunch of different spray paints to test out. The first one, first actually cleaning it off. Wow, you're great at cleaning. So first one is this little textured one, and I did that very left side of it, and the middle one was a hammered effect, and we're gonna do the middle there, and the last one is just a black one, just normal spray paint. So let that dry, took it to my studio. And I kind of like this left side. It kind of almost looks like it's powder coated, kind of almost. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I just like spread the whole thing because I wanted to see how that look. And then I want to like do a tint on the windows so people can't see in, but I can see out. So I'm got some practice. That word was practice. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I got some practice glass. And we're going to try 3 different ones. So I cleaned them off, and they're different mirror sheet. One-way mirrors, and all I had to do was cut it to size and peel off the protective sheet, spray it with some soapy water and lay it on, and then squeegee it in place. And I did that with all 3 of them. There was like a silver one, there was a black one, and then like a blue one. And so with that all done, hi, that's me. They look pretty good from the front side, and then from the back side, I liked this blue one. It was also a little thicker, and it hid some of the air bubbles. It made them hidden. It escondido. So next I just made a little mark from the back on the front to where I wanted to start my hole. I came around on the front to mark it and draw some lines. I was being all like specific, making lines and measuring at the very first, and you'll see that it didn't really matter later on. But anyways, here I am measuring. Look at me go, measuring and cutting. So I measured and cut out this hole, and the idea is that I'm just going to, it was getting really hard, so I had to raise it up. But the idea is that I'm going to just put the glass behind it up flush against the garage door, right there. So it was getting dark, put some light on there, clean it off, and we're going to spray paint it first before I add in the glass, because it's going to be a pain to spray paint it after the glass is in. I'd have to cover it with paper and stuff to protect the glass. But here we go. So to make it flush, I needed to bend that up so I could have just direct contact across the whole entire piece. And it kind of worked, but also looked really ugly, so I just took the grinder to grind it off. And now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to hide that little part there, that little hole from the front. But that's future Brian's problem. So I just grinded those all off. English is hard for me today. What even is English? And with that, these are little aluminum bars are what I'm going to kind of hide my mistakes. So I just took some liquid nails and smushed it on. Oh, I'm also squeaking. I am a mess. Then there on the left side, I didn't know if I needed like 1 or 2 of the little aluminum strips, but I kind of just wanted to do 1, so I cut that out and made sure that that would cover up that spot I just cut out. It worked, it looked good. So now I just have to cut out the rest of them. So I can kind of hide all my mistakes from the back. Or I guess I'd hide them from the front. So I just put on that little aluminum sheet. I think that was like 25 bucks to make that little window. Kind of expensive, but hopefully we can make up the cost with these thrift store picture frame glasses. Picture frame glasses? Sure. So I just cut them to size and did it on both sides, making sure that it was gonna fit. And when I did it, it didn't fit, so I had to cut down the little indented part a little bit more. And with that, I just added more of that liquid nails. And then smush the glass into place. Perfect. We have a window in the garage. Sure. So I was leaving for a little vacation, so I just wanted to cover the garage so people can look in. So a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Squarespace. I recently went on a trip, and I thought to myself, let's go on a plane and work on my laptop. That's actually the plane on my laptop. No, I thought that I could use that time to work on my website, kind of show that you can build a website, update your website from wherever you are, even if you're on a plane. So first thing I did was I went to my website, and what I wanted to do was go to my shop for my members and update one of the items. So I just duplicated the t-shirt there, and I deleted the images, and I was going to make some beanies, or I was going to make a beanie available for all my Schmoody Pies, all my members. So I added the pictures, and then changed it from different sizing to different colors, because I have the 3 colors, deleted all the options. Then I had one black, mustard, changed that little picture there, and cream. Next, I just needed to update the stock, so super easy, and save it. When I want to launch it, I can launch it. And then just to change my landing screen, I just need to change it from the free shirt to when you sign up to a free beanie, and I can just replace it with the picture that I used for that shop, and did one there, and then added a third one down there. And it's super easy to adjust and rearrange your site, just drag and drop. So I drag and dropped it right up there, and perfect. Free beanie when you sign up. And like that, I had my website updated, and it was so stress-free and easy that right here during my layover when I thought I missed my flight, look how panicked I was. Not one bit, because I knew that my website was up and running and easily going. So you can actually start building out your website right now today by going to that link in my description, www.squarespace.com/schmood. And then remember, when you do decide to launch it or buy a domain, use my coupon code SHMOOD, SHMOXD, for 10% off your first purchase. So cool. I think I'm going to make another website while I wait. All right. So now that I'm home, I just had to remove that little picture. And I want to take a look and see how that like dried. And so I raised it up so it could be easy to work with. We're going to take a look here at the front. And those seams, I think if I were to do this again, I think I would weld the aluminum all together at first and also use clamps to hold them in place. But for now, I'm just going to do a little quick spot fix with that liquid nails and kind of put it in place, and then clean up all the gunk on the front of the window. And then when that's done, remember how I'm like, oh, I should spray paint it first so I don't have to worry about getting the spray paint on the glass. That's what I should have done, but I was running out of time because I wanted to go on the little vacation and have the window in before I left. But anyways, so I just spray painted the sides, let that dry, and then put the texture spray paint on top, and let that dry, and we'll see how that looks. And for now, we're just going to go around to the back and add that tint. The mirror, one-way mirror tint. So I sprayed it with the soapy water, kind of cut it to size more or less, squeeged it in place by putting a little something flat inside a microfiber cloth, and just squeegeed out all the bubbles. And good, we're looking good. So the next day, my friend India came over to talk shop, and I wanted to see how it looked.
Oh!
She was a fan.
Woo!
Yeah, let's go get it from the other side.
What?
I'm sure that's something I kind of can't really tell.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So from inside the garage, it looked good. You could see through it. The only thing was, like, you could see all the spots where I glued it into place. So I thought I would tape off the part of glass that I didn't want to, like, hide. And I just spray painted over the part of glass that it showed the glue spots. And then with that, I wanted to take some black caulk. Yeah, that's what I used. And I came to the front to hide some of the imperfections on the front and also try to make it waterproof. I'm probably have to go through it again once it dries. But for now, I think it's gonna look good and it's gonna do the job to kind of see if this is this project's actually plausible or not. So yeah, got herself a little one-way mirror window, and Loki, like, pretty stoked on it. And then also the best part is that poof, I got a clean garage from that project, which I needed desperately. I was feeling oh so cluttery. But yeah, looks good, letting some light. It's gonna get cold here, so I'm probably gonna have to, like, cover it with some styrofoam anyways, but oh well. Raise it up so I kind of see what it would look like. What I might do, I have an idea. And this was my idea. I wanted to see how it would look if I did all the windows. So I just went to the editing thing and took little screenshots of the windows in different places, and then brought a big old picture whole thing over into Photoshop and just photoshopped the little windows into place. And yeah, I actually really like how it looks. So I think I might have to do it, but I don't know if it's gonna be cheaper. But we'll keep on going and we'll figure out. Let's get back to the video. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to do more until springtime because it's getting cold. So I might just have one cute little eye patch garage door up until spring. But I think it'll be a good test to see if this is actually something that's viable or not. But maybe I'll, like, bust it out in next weekend. Who knows? Kind of just depends on my motivation. Alright, so be sure to like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell notification. And yeah, if you want to be a schmooty pie and get your name on my video here at the end, just go to my website.